Well, hello and welcome back to another Friday Sews. My name is Tanya, and this is the channel where we create the atmosphere for you to celebrate your grace, beauty, and style. I want to welcome back all of my subscribers. Thank you for pressing that play button once again. Now, if you are new here and you're wondering what Friday Sews is all about, well, it was created by Jen at Today in Jen's Sewing Room. She wanted to bring us all together so that we can give you an update on what's going on in our sewing room. And we also talk a little bit about life as well. So if you are new here, I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe so you can come back and see all of my videos that I have for you. Today, we will be talking about what I have on. I feel like Mrs. Claus today. This is, I guess, my Christmas edition. I made this beautiful Chanel jacket. It's my version of a Chanel jacket. And then I have an old make as well, the top and the skirt that I have on. So those are a couple of things that we'll be talking about today. And I did make something else that I may add at the end of this video as well that I would like to show you. So if you're ready, I'm ready, so let's get started. Okay, let's get into this first make. It is Butterick 6802, and it's view A, this jacket here. Sometimes I feel like the cover of the envelopes do not do the garment justice. You really have to go out there and search and see how other people are creating some of these garments. This A view here, I would have never have made it, but I was thinking about making a Chanel jacket. I had this tweed that I got from Fabric World. It's a place where a lot of dead stock and remnants go to. It's a warehouse. And I happened to come across this tweed. I've had it for a couple of years now. And this is the year that I decided to make something of it. View A has the collar, but I decided to eliminate the collar in my view, as you see here. I added some trim. This pattern has only 4 pattern pieces. So you have your front, you have your back, and then there's a yoke here. I don't know if you can see the line there. There's a front yoke with the sleeve. So your whole yoke and sleeve is together. And then there's the back side as well. So front, back, and then the bodice piece is your front and the back. Now, I also created a lining for this jacket because it does not require a lining. Here, this version here has a facing. The next time that I make this, I will add a facing because what I did, I added my own lining. It is this silky fabric, which I believe I got from Fabric World as well. I've had this for a couple of years too. I think I want to see the facing of the outside fabric right here. But I think this was a nice touch because if I wanted to make it a little more casual, I can open it up and maybe wear a pair of jeans so I can dress it down. And then I would like to add a hook and eye here so it won't flap open as much. I think it stays put for the most part, but just to give it that security, I want to add a hook and eye so it'll be like that. I selected to make size 16, which was for a bust size of 46.5. Now, because I'm a 44, the size 14 was for a 44.5. And I just felt like that would have been just enough room to come to the middle. But the size 16, even if I wanted to add buttons on this, I could, because I have that additional room. And of course, you need that room if you're going to have a top underneath. So I went for the size 16, which is for a finished bust size of 46.5. It was a real simple pattern. It was a little more challenging because I added my own lining, but all I did was cut out double the pieces and I basically flipped it inside out, sewn it all together. But I would like to see the outside fabric here. And like I said, right here as well, the next time. I think it'll look more professional if I had a facing. But either way, I absolutely love it. I'm going to give you a full-size view. You're going to see it in a short little video. So you can see the movement of it all. And there's a nice surprise pleat in the back, which I love. So let me show you that as well, so you can see. I just think that part of it is just so elegant, of the pleat in the back. I would recommend this make, Butterick 6802 View 8. Okay, let's talk about what I have underneath. It is Simplicity 8982. This is a popular pattern. I know that you've seen this around. It is a simple pattern, top and bottom. It is done on the fold, the top, and you have your sleeves and your cuff, and then there's a collar. With the bottoms, I did the View D, the longer skirt here. You have your elastic waist. And let me show you the line drawings as well. You'll notice that the dress is not cut on the fold, but the top is cut on the fold on the back and the front side of it. For the top, I cut a size 20. It was a finished bust of 43. I felt like I was able to get away with the 43 because the knits will stretch to give me that extra room, being a 44 bust. On the bottom, I did cut a size 14. I'm so glad I was able to cut a different size because I'm a little smaller on the bottom, which is a finished hip size of 41 and a half. And I'm a 41 in my hip. So that was the two different sizes. This envelope, you'll get a size 14 through 22. This was a make that I made last year. I'll show you some photos without the jacket so that you can see all of the redness. I thought it was so bright and a lot of red. I'm not used to wearing all that red, so I was glad that I was able to make this jacket to break it up some. But it is my own self-conscious with reds. I will get over that once I start wearing more reds. And so now a little bit about life. I'm going to add some photos in here of pottery that I did with my son. It was about 6 weeks ago. I mentioned it in one of my videos. It takes about 6 weeks for them to dry, so they are finished, and I was able to go pick those up. I love how they came out. So I'll show you those pictures here so you can see that. What else about life? I had an opportunity to hang out with some friends on Friday night, which are actually my family members by now. I've known them for almost 25 years. So we went and hung out, and we went to a jazz concert, and it was called 5 Men on a Stool. Yeah, I think it's 5 Men on a Stool. So you had a poet, violinist, someone who played the saxophone, a singer, and someone playing the trumpet as well. So you got 5 men, and they all had an opportunity to showcase their skills, and collectively, it was just absolutely amazing. I will show you some photos of that. I'm not going to insert any of the videos, but if you head over to my Instagram, I will definitely have some of the video, and you'll hear little clips of the music. I'll share that with you on that side as well. So we're down to the last month of the year, and I just want to thank you all for being here with me on this journey. I started this side of my YouTube channel with the sewing in January. So it's been a full year. I've been sewing for 3 years, and sewing is truly something that gives me a peace of mind. I feel my most self when I'm sewing. I remember back in junior high school is when I first learned how to sew, when we used to have, like home economics. So that's when I first started. And then in college, I started off as a fashion marketing major. So I was able to take an elective sewing class. So I got a little more details about sewing in that one course. And then it kind of just went to the wayside as far as me physically sewing. And 3 years ago, a friend of mine, actually one of the friends that I went out this Friday, gave me one of her sewing machines. So I've been sewing for the past 3 years, and I absolutely love it. I think pretty much all of us, to some degree, we share with you our videos so we can inspire you to sew, pick up the sewing machine again, or start learning how to sew. And also so you can see how garments are made in different ways. We all have our different styles of making a particular pattern. And so we just hope that this helps you. I know within our Friday Sews community, that's something that we try to help share our growth in how we make our items week after week. Well, I do want to add in another clip of my last make here. You'll see that pattern there. I'm going to show you that sweater that I made. It was something simple and quick. Let's go over there. But if you made it this far, yes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to continue on watching my journey for the next year as well. I want to try to do some new things, add some more components to what I've been doing. This year I've been just basically going along with the Friday Sews format, and I do want to add some more elements as I go into the new year with the sewing. Now to my last make for this video. It is Simplicity 9014, and I did view A. I also, about a year ago, you know what? I'm going to go get that top that I made a year ago as well, so you can see that. So hold on just a second. So here is the top view B that I made. And I believe I had made this towards like the end of the winter, so I never did get an opportunity to wear it. So that's the top, and I just recently made view A, which is, it could be a dress, but it's an oversized top. I cut out a size small, actually, because it is oversized. A small is for finished bust size of 44. The medium bust size of 48 to me would have been too, I didn't want that over large look, so I went down to a small. Here are the line drawings for that. You see, this is a simple pattern. Because it only has 2 pattern pieces, your front and your back is cut out with the same pattern piece on the fold. And then you have your sleeve. So your sleeve starts, it's off the shoulder. It starts right here. And those are your only 2 pieces for this. This material I got from Hobby Lobby. From time to time, I'll go into Hobby Lobby because I'm missing some buttons or a zipper that I need to pick up. And of course, I'm going to look at what's on sale. And this fabric here was on sale. I do believe they still have it in stock. It is a very comfortable fabric. It has like a velvet feel to it. I just absolutely love it. So this is Simplicity 9014. It is an easy to sew pattern, yes. So I would suggest this pattern, especially if you are a new sewist. You may have a challenge with the instructions when it comes to the collar piece, but if you're not able to figure that out, you're going to fold it on the fold line. I would just stitch in the ditch so that it does stay down in the inside there if you're not able to figure out the instructions. I had to sit on it for a minute to kind of figure out, what are you talking about here? To flip it over and flip it back. But I did finally figure it out. But if you can't, don't stress yourself out about it. Just tack it down by stitching in the ditch and you'll be just fine. Okay? Well, if you have made it this far, I thank you for joining me here on this week's Friday Sews. I would love for you to give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. I would love for you to come back and watch some of my other videos as I go into 2024 and add some new components to my videos. I've gotten a little more comfortable with doing the videos throughout this year. So come back and check me out. So go ahead and subscribe. All you got to do is click on that subscribe button and like this video. I greatly appreciate it. If I do not see you before Christmas, I want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays as well. I would like to do another video before the year is out, so I'm not going to say Happy New Year's because I will see you again before the year is out. So I thank you for joining me for Friday Sews. I want everyone to have a lovely day.